Hi ladies. So I'm going to try very hard to get through this video. As you guys know, I had my ultrasound appointment, my first one at 7 weeks. And yesterday was a great day. I just woke up feeling okay. Prayed, did my prayers, and I felt pretty calm through the day. I had a couple of times where I felt worried, but nothing too bad. And then Jerett came home actually really early yesterday, and I started to get ready for my appointment, and I did my hair and put something pretty on because I wanted to feel, good about the appointment. And Jerett got dressed, and it took about 45 minutes to get to my appointment because she was at another facility, my doctor. So we left early, and as we were almost there, Jerett started to get butterflies in his stomach because he was excited but also nervous. And this was the first time that Jerett had said that he felt really nervous. And so I just grabbed his hand and I just said, everything's going to be okay. I actually feel really calm about our appointment. So we got there, and I think my anxiety was starting to build. It always does when I go to any kind of doctor's appointment. My anxiety goes up the roof, and the nurse took my blood pressure and it was very high. And I told her why, and then I waited for the doctor to come in, and she came in. I told her what had happened on Thursday evening about the bleeding and that the bleeding had stopped. And she says most likely it was caused by the Lovenox. This is the Lovenox that I take every morning in the tummy. And this stuff is brutal. It is a blood thinner, and because of that, it makes you bruise. If I was to show you my stomach right now, you would be in shock. I have huge bruises on my stomach, like if someone hit me with a baseball. Not only do you get bruised, but it actually burns once you're injecting this medication in my stomach. So this has not been fun. This is the progesterone suppository that I have to take twice a day, and I've been taking this for over a month. And I also take Estrace, which is an estrogen supplement, prenatal pill, my blood pressure pills. Yeah, I have a whole regimen I have to do every day. So she said, well, what you told me about the bleeding sounds normal, but there's only one way to find out, and that's to do the ultrasound. And I told her how I was very scared, and she said that she understands, and she just hugged me and she said, okay, we've got to start. So we did a transvaginal ultrasound. So we didn't do an ultrasound over the tummy because it's too early. So once she started the ultrasound, Jerett was holding my hand, and immediately she seen the sac, and this is exactly what it looked like. Oops. I lost that picture. Oh, here you go. This is exactly what it looks like for you guys who have never been pregnant, or for some of my viewers that maybe don't understand because you haven't gone through this. This is the ultrasound. This isn't my ultrasound. This is just a picture I'm using to describe what's going on. And this is the sac here. This is where the baby lives. This is what protects the baby for the 9 months they're in the mom's womb. And inside of that sac, you should see a baby. And when she scanned me, she saw this blackness inside. And she didn't see a baby that should be there at 7 weeks and 3 days. Immediately when I seen this, I started crying. And she got really quiet. And I knew by her being quiet that there was something wrong. And Jerett grabbed my hand and I started crying and Jerett started crying. She started doing all these little measurements. That's what this is when you see this little dotted line. It's the doctor measuring the sac, and then she takes all kinds of measurements during an ultrasound. And she couldn't see a baby in there. There was something very tiny on the screen, but she couldn't even make it out, and she didn't know. She thinks that's what the fetal pole was, and she said, it's not looking good. And then it got real quiet in the room. Now it's 7 weeks. This is what you should be seeing. You should see the fetal pole and what makes out to look like a baby, and you should see a heartbeat. So that wasn't there. And she told me, she stopped the ultrasound, and I sat up, and she just said that it looks like this looks really bad. And she said, you know, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. She said, you know, I don't see a baby in there, so most likely you are going to miscarry. Right now it's in the developing stages. And as soon as she said that she didn't see a baby in there, literally, you guys, my brain shut down. I felt like I wasn't even in the room. Like, my body was in the room, but I couldn't hear what she was saying because I was in such shock for what she was saying that I couldn't register my thought process. Couldn't register what she was saying. Jerett was like as white as a ghost. He was so emotional, like me. At one point he had to sit down because he felt dizzy. And she just told me, you know, I don't want to talk about options right now because I'm overloading you with all this information, and I know you're in shock. And I was just crying and crying and crying and crying. And she came over to me and she started hugging me, and she said, I'm so sorry. She said, I wouldn't have thought in a million years that this would be happening again. I was expecting to see you having triplets because we put all 3 eggs or embryos during transfer. And she said, I never thought this would happen. I had requested her to draw my blood to check my HCG level, and she told me it wasn't necessary because when you have the gestational sac still intact, that is producing the HCG, and the numbers would be off the chart right now. So she said, we're not going to worry about that today. And I just wasn't pushing anything because I was just in disbelief, denial, shock. I couldn't even speak. Didn't know what to say. She told me to stop taking the blood thinner. She said that she couldn't find any bleeding of where the bleeding was coming from. She told me to keep taking my Crenone and my S-Trace today, but stop tomorrow. And once I stop taking the progesterone and the S-Trace, which is the estrogen, then everything will start happening. Because right now she's saying that my body doesn't know that there's something wrong because I am giving it these hormones. So she said, once I stop these hormones, the body will start doing its natural process. And if it doesn't, then I need to get a DNC. Or I can take the abortion pill to start the process of a miscarriage. You guys, I honestly, I just feel dead. I feel dead inside. I just don't know how to handle this. This was our last shot of trying to have a baby on our own. We have invested so much money into having a family, so much time and energy, so many drugs I've had to take, and for this to happen, I don't know how to take it. I don't know how to process it. It's like it's not happening. I feel like I'm in some kind of bad dream, and then I'm gonna wake up and then everything is gonna be okay. I just don't understand it, and I prayed to God and I said, I don't know. I don't understand, God. I don't understand why this is happening. Why does one person have to go through so much pain and so much heartache? Like, honestly, I don't understand. I've had so much pain of trying to become a mother, and just knowing that that's not gonna happen is just so overwhelming. Jerett is at work. Of course, he had to go to work today. I am here. My brother's here. I'm not babysitting today. Actually, Aubrey, her dad is not feeling good, so he stayed home. Which is kind of nice because I honestly don't feel like I could watch her today. I want to believe that I don't want to stop the medication. I just keep holding on to hope that something is going to change. I called my IVF coordinator. She's the nurse, and she basically went over what had happened yesterday. And I wanted her to send me paperwork to get my HCG level checked today, and she said that she would talk to the doctor about it. And that I have a scheduled appointment at 3:15 on Friday with my doctor to get another ultrasound and see how things are progressing and go from there. I know that there are people out there who can counsel me and guide me, give me therapy, you know, to help me mourn through this. I just am so, I don't even have the words right now, guys. I feel so lost. I feel so hurt. I feel like I've been sucker punched right in the gut. I just don't understand. If God would bless me to be pregnant, why wouldn't he just take our baby? I don't understand. And it makes me angry. It makes me angry because there are so many people out there who just get pregnant at the drop of a hat and don't give a shit about their kids, who give them up for adoption, who have abortions. There are drug addicts that get pregnant. And here I am, a healthy person, a a good person. Jerett and I are good people. And we can't even have one healthy baby. And we have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars to just get pregnant and take all these harsh medications to sustain the pregnancy. And then to get pregnant and have it just stop is worse. I know all of you are going to be there for me. I know all of you are going to pray for us to heal, for us to get through this. And what I need right now is I just need my friends. I just need support. I just wish you guys were here. I'm so tired. I'm so tired of this. I know this video is very sad, but it's a sad thing, and I'm sorry that I have to tell you guys this horrible news, and here I am, I'm trying to keep it together, but it's hard. I'm gonna stay strong, you guys. I have to. And I'm gonna pray every single day. Just have God help me get through this. I'm probably not gonna make any videos for a little while. I'll probably make one on Friday if we go through with that appointment. And I'll let you guys know what's going on. Yeah, I think that's about it. So, thank you for everybody who's been praying. Thank you to all my cheerleaders out there who have just had such faith that this was gonna work. Because I did too. I really thought this was our turn. So thank you, all of you, for your support and your love. I love everybody out there. Thank you. And I'll talk to you real soon. Bye.